Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I'm incredibly excited you're here because today we're tackling a massive but often totally invisible challenge that business owners all across West Africa deal with every single day. We're talking about those hardworking entrepreneurs, the folks running bustling market stalls, busy restaurants, multi-branch retail shops. They put in the hours, right? But so many are fighting a daily battle that just quietly eats away at their profits. So today, we're going to look at exactly how to stop that silent leak using a really powerful ecosystem called the Venta Suite. So here's a question for you. How much money is your business losing silently? Yeah, it's a bit of an uncomfortable thought, isn't it? But if you run a business, or maybe you consult for them, you know this reality all too well. The sales might be rolling in, the shop's packed, but without a proper system in place, your margins are just quietly slipping away. Lost inventory, unrecorded sales, everyday human error, it all adds up. Okay, let's dive into this and look at exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how we can actually fix it.
For decades, folks have just had to rely on the old way. You know exactly what I mean. It's a world of tattered notebooks, manual calculators, relying on sheer memory, and frankly, doing a whole lot of guessing. You just kind of have to hope your stock matches your sales, but you never really know for sure. But the new way? It's all about absolute peace of mind. We're talking real accountability, data integrity, total transparency, and getting complete control over your business operations. That shift, moving from chaos to calm, from just guessing to actually knowing, that's what we are focusing on today.
Here's a quick look at our agenda for today's Explainer. First, we'll cover the silent retail problem, then look at the Rutex solution, walk through the Venta Suite ecosystem, see how it's built for local realities, and finally, how it focuses on growing with your business. All right, Section 1, the silent retail problem, the hidden cost of doing business without a system. To really grasp the value of any tech, you've got to understand the human problem it solves, right? And this didn't come from some textbook. I absolutely love this origin story. The founder, Solomon Ewing, actually grew up in Kapondai in the northern region of Ghana. He watched local shop owners pouring literally their blood, sweat, and tears into their businesses. They were managing stock, serving customers, putting in crazy hours, but they were still silently losing money. Why? Just because they didn't have the right tools. I mean, notebooks and mental math just can't keep up with the speed of a growing business. That real, profound empathy for the everyday shop owner, that became the absolute foundation for everything we're looking at today. Moving on to Section 2, the Rutex solution, empowering small businesses with enterprise-level control. So, who's actually stepping up to solve this? Enter Rutex IT Solutions. They're a Ghanaian tech company with a super clear, very focused mission. They are dedicated to totally transforming retail and hospitality operations. And they're doing it through systems that aren't just high-tech, but actually practical. Their main focus? Making these systems affordable, practical, and highly locally relevant. They genuinely believe that every single business owner, no matter their size, deserves the exact same transparent, data-driven tools that the massive corporations use. It's all about giving the power back to the local entrepreneur. Next step, Section 3, the Venta Suite ecosystem, 6 connected tools, 1 seamless customer journey. Okay, I want you to imagine this customer journey for a second. Step 1, your customer is chilling at home, browsing your shop's online catalog, and they place an order through a tool called VenGO. Step 2, bam. Instantly, your cashier sees that order pop up and processes it right on the main Venta POS system in the shop. Step 3, a tool called VenVoy automatically coordinates a rider for the last mile delivery and actually sends a tracking link straight to the customer's phone. And step 4, you, the owner, could be sitting literally anywhere in the world, just monitoring this entire transaction live on your Venta Hub cloud dashboard. It's a completely frictionless, beautifully coordinated machine, and it delivers incredible value to your customers. But hey, what if you run a super fast-paced restaurant? Or maybe a more mobile setup? Well, that's where Venta Mobile comes in. This takes the entire power of the point of sale and drops it right onto a tablet. Picture your waitstaff walking around with these. They can manage live restaurant tables, seeing visually exactly which tables are occupied or free, and they can even send an instant mobile money or MoMo payment request directly to the customer's phone right there at the table. It totally speeds up the service and just gets rid of that annoying bottleneck at the cash register. And let's talk about long-term growth, because getting a customer once is awesome, but keeping them, That's how you build a seriously profitable business. Baked right into the ecosystem is a tool called Beneficious. It's a built-in customer loyalty system. So right at checkout, whether you're using the desktop or the tablet, your cashiers can issue reward points directly to your customers. It's structured, super easy to use, and it gives people a fantastic, tangible reason to keep coming back to your shop instead of wandering over to the competition. Which brings us to Section 4, Built for Local Realities. Technology designed for the actual West African business environment. Now, what's really interesting about this is how directly it tackles the daily headaches of running a business in West Africa. I mean, technology is useless if it doesn't actually work where you deploy it, right? So they built this with an offline-first operation. That means if the internet goes down in your neighborhood, your business absolutely does not stop. The system just keeps seamlessly processing sales and syncs everything up later when the connection comes back. It also has deep integration with MoMo, which, let's face it, is how everyone pays these days. Plus, you get tamper-proof stock control. That means staff can't just go in and manually adjust inventory numbers to cover up theft. Everything leaves an unchangeable audit trail. Oh, and it's designed for multi-language staff environments and runs perfectly on modest, low-cost hardware. You don't need to drop thousands on fancy equipment just to get started. It's tech that actually respects the realities on the ground. And finally, Section 5, Growing with your business. A system that scales from market stalls to multi-branch chains. When you finally put a system in place, you need to know it's not going to hold you back later on. You need something that scales. This growth pathway is laid out perfectly. Say you're just starting out as a mobile vendor or running a small market stall. You'd start on Venta Lite, using just the mobile tablet system. Then, as your business explodes into a busy supermarket or a bustling restaurant, you upgrade to Venta Pro. That unlocks the main POS, the cloud hub, and online ordering. And when you inevitably become a massive multi-branch chain or a major distributor, you just step right into Venta Enterprise, which gives you the full suite, including the advanced delivery logistics. You never have to rip out your entire system and start from scratch. It literally just grows right alongside your ambition. 200 Ghana cedis. Let's sink in for a second. Getting started with this kind of serious data integrity and accountability costs just 200 cedis a month for the light tier. That is just incredibly accessible. It completely shatters this old myth that enterprise-grade operational control is only for the big guys with massive budgets. No way. This is affordable directly for the everyday entrepreneur. And I think this brings us to the core ethos of Rotech IT Solutions, perfectly captured right in their tagline, transformations through technology. Because at the end of the day, they aren't just selling you a digital cash register. They're giving you a system that transforms absolute chaos into order. It turns guessing into hard data, and it turns those silent leaks into solid, trackable profits. It's all about fundamentally elevating how local business is done. So I want to leave you with this final thought. The gap between businesses that are just constantly struggling to survive and the ones that actually thrive and expand, it usually comes down to their operational systems. The tools are right here. They're affordable, they're locally built, and they are incredibly powerful. Now that you know you actually have the power to stop the silent leak in your own operations, what is your next business move? Thanks so much for joining me on today's Explainer, and hey, here is to your ongoing business success.